Rebuilding America will not be cheap. The president has talked about investing as much as $1 trillion. Well, today on Capitol Hill, a number of transportation executives told lawmakers which types of projects they think are needed most. Morgan Brennan has more.
Executives of the BNSF and Amtrak railroads, trucker Schneider, and industrial shipper Dow Chemical all testified as senators lamented the sorry state of roads, bridges, tracks, and ports, signaling just how willing this new Congress potentially is to finally find a way to update America.
Remember, we got an inheritance from our grandparents, the best infrastructure on the globe. We've now trashed that inheritance. It's time for our generation to step up and do the right thing, make the investments so that our children and grandchildren can again be the #1 on the planet Earth, not just for the quality of our infrastructure, but that infrastructure ensures that we will continue to be the dominant economy.
Ahead of the hearing, Amtrak chief Wick Moorman said it will take $28 billion over 20 years to make the investments needed to modernize, much of it along the passenger railroad's most profitable route, the Northeast Corridor.
We have 100-year-old major infrastructure up there, and it suffers from reliability issues today. They're only going to get worse, and something has to be done. And in fact, you've seen recently the states of New York and New Jersey come together, and we're going to start replacing a bridge up there as the first step in the long process that's well over 100 years old. So I think the impetus is there.
At the top of Amtrak's list, the $12 billion Gateway program, which includes new rail tunnels between New York City and New Jersey. On the freight side, Matt Rose, executive chairman of Berkshire Hathaway-owned BNSF, focused on regulatory and tax reform, as well as ways infrastructure improvements could be carried out to ensure freight railroads, which fund their own networks, remain competitive against truckers using public roadways.
Congress must find a new way to at least increase the commercial users' contribution to the infrastructure that they use through increased fuel taxes, a weight distance fee, or similar proxy. This isn't something that must happen eventually. It's time to look at it now. The trucking industry, to its credit, also recognizes this.
Christopher Lofgren, CEO of privately held Schneider, focused on new technology, from federally mandated electronic logging devices to truck automation to even cybersecurity, as a connected network becomes the trucking business model of the future. The hearing was the latest fact-finding mission as lawmakers try to determine what it will take to modernize America's infrastructure and do so without breaking the bank. For a nightly business report, I'm Morgan Brennan.